Leadership is giving people the drive and vision to complete a goal. The problem with a lot, if not most organizations, is that they are overmanaged but underled. Since the industrial age, people have been managed as things. The scenario may have changed, but the way of managing individuals remains the same, being viewed as objects. Know that things are managed and controlled, but people are led and empowered. It has been a common misconception that there are only a select few of people among us who are the leaders, and the rest are to be led. For organizations and individuals, excellence is no longer merely an option, but a necessity for survival. But in order to excel, lead, and thrive in our knowledge worker age, we must move past beyond effectiveness to greatness. Leadership guru Stephen Covey writes in his book that it requires a big change in our way of thinking, a new mindset and skill set in order to access a higher level of human genius and motivation. The eighth habit, From Effectiveness to Greatness, is Covey's follow-up to his earlier work, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Here are the top 7 lessons from Stephen Covey's book, The Eighth Habit, From Effectiveness to Greatness. Lesson 1. Know how IKW age made paradigm shifts in thinking. Stephen Covey details in his book how each shift in civilization brought paradigm shifts in thinking that affects the work environment, a displacement of around 90% of traditional jobs, with a productivity increase of 50 times. In order to make quantum leaps and thrive in this new era, we need to change the way we view our world. For the information and knowledge worker age, we need a shift to the whole person paradigm to acknowledge that people are not things to be controlled and motivated, but complete beings with mind, heart, body, and spirit. The key to thrive in this era is to unlock our human potential by recognizing the whole person. And this is what the 8th habit is about, unlocking a third dimension to the 7 habits that Covey published previously, to move from effectiveness to greatness. To do this, you need to find your unique personal voice, then embrace leadership as a choice and inspire others to find theirs. Lesson 2. Find your voice. A part of the 8th habit focuses on how to find your voice. This includes using your birth gifts or birthrights and expressing your voice. We are all born with birth gifts of intelligence, talents, and infinite potential. Unfortunately, most of these gifts are not opened or being put to use. 3 of your most important birth gifts are the natural laws and principles, freedom to choose, and 4 intelligences or capacities: mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. Your voice, or your calling, is where your passion, talents, and conscience converge with what the world needs. Apply your passion, what naturally energizes, excites, and motivates you. Talents, strengths, and natural gifts to a human need, which people are willing to pay for, that calls to your conscience, the small voice inside that tells you what's right. Mankind's greatest achievers and leaders, like Mohandas Gandhi, George Washington, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, all went through major challenges in their lives. Through the struggles they experienced, they manifested and expanded their 4 intelligences via 4 attributes: their passion, vision, discipline, and conscience. In his book, Covey expands on these components in detail. Lesson 3. Inspire others to find their voices. Leadership is not limited to roles and positions. It's about helping others to see and achieve their potential and worth. When you find your voice, it enables you to inspire others to find theirs. This involves uniting them through a common vision, affirming others, leading by principles, and empowering them with resources and accountability. In his book, Covey expands on our leadership challenges today and how to use the whole person paradigm as an important diagnostic tool to analyze and predict the problems by looking at the symptoms. Lesson 4. Achieve personal greatness. We achieve personal greatness when we discover our 3 birth gifts, which are talents, intelligence, and infinite potentials, and cultivate them to demonstrate passion for the things we do, discipline in the manner we do things, the vision for further development, and having the conscience to always do what's right. Lesson 5. Achieve leadership greatness. We achieve leadership greatness when we choose to find our voice to improve ourselves and inspire others into finding their own voice, regardless of our position. Lesson 6. Strive for organizational greatness. The challenges that we're facing today are not due to globalization or technology, but rather the inability to harness our human potential and ultimately lead an organization to greatness. Mankind has an unprecedented amount of options, and we struggle to figure out what to do with it. We are living in the age of information and knowledge worker, IKW, but we're still thinking and operating like that of the industrial age. We achieve this when organizations that we belong to systematically unlock, align, and direct people's potential toward higher goals, which results in higher productivity and effectiveness. Lesson 7. Anticipate the coming of the wisdom age. Covey is convinced that the information and knowledge worker age will be followed by the age of wisdom, wherein human potential and knowledge will be directed in a principled way to serve a greater good and purpose. He urges everyone to cultivate the eighth habit and to use our voices wisely to help others. In conclusion, the eighth habit by Stephen Covey teaches us how to find our own voice and inspire others to find theirs. It reinforces and clarifies Covey's earlier declaration that interdependence is a higher value than independence. Covey explains in the book that the crucial challenge is finding our own voice and inspiring others to find theirs. Lastly, it provides the fundamentals necessary for putting the right vision for success together and helping others to do the same. Have you found your voice? Let us know in the comments section. Thank you for listening. If you like the book summary and you want to see more in this category, please like and subscribe so I can create more. You can also get a free copy of the entire audiobook by clicking the link in the description. Until next time.